on the Jim Miller for President Sports program, and we're talking about the NBA for the first time this year, now that the
right.
Super Bowl has concluded.
In fact, it might be the first time, like, in the history of the show. Have we had an NBA topic?
No, we haven't. We have not.
And considering the NBA is, like, the second biggest sport in this country now, I believe football has overtaken baseball by far as the number one sport, and I think basketball's overtaken it as well. Because baseball sucks.
Yeah, baseball's
We're hitting
slowly
it hard,
going down
man.
the drain.
We're hitting and the NFL is going to be gone because of labor discussions. We're going to hit the NBA hard.
Yeah.
And the NFL. Or, not the NFL, the baseball. We're going to baseball hard, man.
Okay.
We're talking trade deadline. We're going to be breaking down players.
Pitchers and catchers.
It's going to be going down.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers report in just a few days, guys.
So let's do some NBA stuff.
All right, yeah. Going to the NBA first, and we're gonna have our NBA expert, by the way, Cory Bender here, and Carmelo Anthony. It's been going on for quite a while, since just a little past the beginning of the season. You know, he wants a trade out of Denver. He wants a contender, and preferably in the Eastern Conference. So Carmelo Anthony's the big star, and
he's one of the big stars.
everyone's.
Actually.
Well, one of the Nuggets, I should say.
Well, he is the star of the Nuggets. That's true. Well, pretty much from what I've heard, Carmelo went to Syracuse, which is located in New York.
Yes.
He is looking at the Knicks probably right now and going, Mari Stoudemire and some other cool guys. That might be a good fit.
What's the name of the point guard? Felton?
Yeah, Raymond Felton. He's pretty good.
Thank you.
He's
a good He can do the same thing Steve Nash did, which is jump balls to Amari Stoudemire for alley-oops.
And then they have a couple role players, and Gallinari is a good three-point shooter. He's only I think he's a rookie this year, I'm not sure. But anyway, with Carmelo, the teams he probably would preferably go to would be the Knicks. If he would somehow maybe join the Lakers in this whole Bynum trade stuff, I highly doubt it, because I've listened to stuff about the experts, and they're thinking they're probably, if the Lakers and Celtics once again end up in the finals, which could happen, they're gonna need all the size they can with all of Boston's big men. I mean, Glenn Big Baby Davis, Shaquille O'Neal, Jermaine O'Neal, Kendrick Perkins, and that one big white guy, whoever that guy is.
He's actually on the Bulls right now.
Really?
Brian Scalabrine.
No, not Scalabrine. There's another big white guy.
Other big white guy.
Oh, so he got replaced by another big one.
Well, Scalabrine was never really as big as this guy, though. Scalabrine is just kind of like...
The fans like him, though.
Fat. Scalabrine is just a fat ginger.
Yeah, he is pretty fat.
Yeah, he was on the fast break. Derrick Rose caught him, and Derrick Rose wasn't even running that fast, so...
Yeah. Well, personally, I think if Carmelo would go to the Lakers and they have to get rid of Bynum, that they could probably contend just as good without him, because they still have Ron Artest, who's not really a big man, but they also do have Pau Gasol, too. And then if they have Kobe having to double team all the time, they have Carmelo wide open.
Okay.
You want to say something
let me get in on this here. Why? Number one, have you ever heard of a smoke screen?
Yeah.
Good, because that's what the Lakers trade is. The Nuggets are drumming up this information so the Knicks will add more to their trade.
Pretty much.
To their trade. That's all the Lakers is. Number two, why can't the Lakers get rid of Andrew Bynum? Plain and simple. It's very simple. The Celtics have 8 million guys that are fucking huge.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Okay?
Yeah.
So in the NBA Finals, in a 7-game series, if you don't have enough big guys to get inside and defend Garnett and
that's who I was. How did I
Garnett
forget
and
Garnett?
Big Baby and Perkins and Shaq and Jermaine O'Neal, you're out of gas because all you've got is Lamar Odom, thank you, Pau Gasol, and that's all you got. With Andrew Bynum, you got that third guy, and those three guys in the finals were on the court. Well, Andrew Bynum didn't play in the finals, but earlier in the playoffs, those three guys, when they were on the court together, which they were, that is how they beat Oklahoma City. And did they play San Antonio in the playoffs last year? I believe no, the Suns knocked them out.
Yeah,
the Suns knocked them out, and the Suns didn't have any size, which is why the Lakers took care of them. So it's very simple.
Size wins in the NBA most of the time.
You have to have size. I remember Kobe Bryant. It was the best thing he ever said in a press conference. Was I don't give a damn about scoring. I know we can score. We got to defend and we got to rebound. And against the Celtics, that's all you have to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just defend the hell out of them. It was like 32-31 or something. The score was in the 30s. Game 7 of the NBA Finals at halftime.
Yeah.
Low scoring, tough defensive basketball. That's all it is. So if you get rid of Andrew Bynum, Carmelo Anthony.
You get a good scorer.
Carmelo Anthony is an elite scorer. He is lazy on defense.
Yeah.
It's very well documented. Mm-hmm. He's extremely lazy on defense, and you can't play for Phil Jackson if you can't defend. MJ could defend. Scottie Pippen could defend. When Shaq was younger, he could defend better. Kobe is a great defender. He's very underrated as a defender. He wasn't on LeBron as much in the Christmas Day game, but he has been on LeBron when they played in the Cavs, and they have played very well against each other. Mm-hmm. So I think you can't get Carmelo Anthony. You have to have that size, and this team, as constituted, can go to the NBA Finals
again.
But at the same time, San Antonio has just as much experience and just as much size. Mm-hmm. With is it Laurent Butler or something? He's the huge DeJuan Blair. Thank you.
DeJuan Blair, Tim Duncan.
DeJuan Blair, Tim Duncan. Those are the only two I can think of.
And then they have those great point guards and Manu. Well, Manu's not really a point guard as much, but Tony Parker and him.
Right.
Amazing.
So they've got all the experience. Just as much experience, just as much size, and just as much age, which is, I think, extremely helpful for both teams. And Oklahoma City, I picked them to be in the finals this year because of Durant.
Oh my God,
they've got
Durant.
A ton of speed. They don't have the size to match up with San Antonio or LA in a 7-game series. And I picked Oklahoma City because, picking who's going to be in the NBA Finals with 82 games to go is stupid. Okay, it's like throwing darts in the dark. It's unbelievably dumb. So, and you look at the NBA Finals right now, I'd probably go with San Antonio versus Boston.
Yeah,
Miami doesn't have the size.
LA, I'd have to say LA Boston again. I don't know why. It just seems like it's just going to happen again.
That's what I keep thinking.
That or it's going to be San Antonio and Boston.
And Carmelo doesn't affect any of it. If he goes to the Knicks, which is the only place he's going to go, all this LA stuff was BS. He's either going to the Knicks by the trade deadline, or he's going to the Knicks in the offseason. But they've got a CBA problem that is way worse than the NFL's CBA problem is. So, you're going to miss 40 games of next year's NBA season, which would give the Knicks a better opportunity to win less games quicker, and perhaps get to a title next year. So, and the question comes to, let's just say the LA thing is legit, which it's not. Imagine Carmelo and Kobe, or Carmelo and Amari. Which one would you rather have?
I don't know. Right now, I'd probably go with Carmelo and Kobe Bryant just because he's more experienced.
And the two guys.
I mean, but if you go with Kobe and Stoudemire, I mean, you do have more.
Not Kobe and Stoudemire, Carmelo.
Oh, Carmelo, goddamn. Carmelo and Stoudemire, that'd be a good pair too, but they only have like role players. I mean, same thing with LA, but they're more experienced and they know how to beat the teams in the playoffs. I mean, everyone's talking about how the Lakers are doing so bad right now, but they've been doing that forever. They're a playoff team. And if they go to the East, they're going to have to deal with Miami, Boston, Chicago, Orlando, which Orlando's a good team in my mind, but they're kind of falling down stock a little bit. But if this is actually legit, which of course it's not, I think LA would just go on a riot because thinking you have two of the best players or at least scorers in the league on your team, you'll have a chance to go to the finals in a year. But losing Bynum, no, definitely not.
Okay, one more for you. Wait, do you want to go?
Well, but with the Knicks, they're an up-and-coming team, and
Yes,
with the addition of Carmelo Anthony, I think they might have the potential to, go into the ranks of Orlando, Chicago, and Boston.
They could, because there's not many other
They're just under
great
there already.
teams right now.
Yeah.
Well, the East is the top 4 teams, is like we said earlier, and then just kind of like Atlanta's a good team. But
even without Carmelo, I think
the Knicks will be
even without Carmelo this time next year. The Knicks will be just as good as the Bulls. And the Bulls are good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
But I got one more with putting Carmelo on LA because I love these. You put fantasy teams together and you just ooh and ah at it. Think about who would be better, Bosh, LeBron and Wade, or Kobe, Carmelo, and Pau.
Oh God, that's a toss.
Think about it. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
is.
I think Gasol is way better than Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
and Carmelo and Kobe and D Wade and LeBron almost cancel each other out. LeBron's younger than Kobe.
God, that's a tough one. I don't know. You know what? I think I'd have to go with Carmelo, Pau.
I would as well.
Yeah.
And it's in L.A.
And Kobe.
LA
I
is
mean,
just
come
awesome.
on. Yeah, if it would be those three in Miami, I don't see it happening.
Okay, this has turned into an NBA segment much more than our Carmelo Anthony segment.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, Lakers-Celtics 7-game series, who do you think could win that right now and why?
Right now, it'd be Boston. They're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I mean,
More size.
of course, they've never been really good in the regular season, even though they did just beat them a couple nights ago. Boston's ready. They're hungry because these guys, KG and Ray Allen and Pierce, they're pretty much in their last phase of their career right now. They could be gone either next year or the year after. So they want one more ring, and you could just see the fire in their eyes. They want this so badly. But on the other side, you have Kobe Bryant going, if I can get 6 rings, I am up there with Michael Jordan. No one will ever surpass him, but he'll be right there.
Kobe wants 7.
He
Kobe
does.
wants 7. He wants one more than MJ.
Mm-hmm.
And I love MJ. I wouldn't take Kobe over MJ historically.
Yeah, me either.
But I mean that would be really cool for Kobe to get 7. That'd be cool for him.
Mm.
And
But, yeah.
imagine if Phil Jackson came back one more time and they won 7. Could you imagine Kobe winning 7 with Phil and
God.
MJ only won 6?
That would just be a ball crusher for
That'd
me
be
right
the
now.
ultimate fuck you to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that would. And that'd just be disgrace because he's the best ever. And we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think I just lost like a little bit of my hair there. I'm so scared now.
It's that's crazy.
Mhm.
Kobe's really good. And then you've got all the Miami stuff. LeBron and Wade. LeBron and Wade are good.
Yeah, they are.
Now, everybody was saying that it would be, when they started losing, that it was a huge failure. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna tell me, look, the three of the 5 best basketball players in the world are on the same team
And they're not going to win.
and they can defend,
Yeah.
because they play great defense.
They do.
Come on now, that team's not gonna win. Child, please. The immortal words of Chad Ochocinco.
Who's actually changing his name back to Chad
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going back to Chad Johnson. I don't care. They can call him Ocho.
I love his
Ochocinco.
last name.
8'5".
Yeah.
He's not even 85. He's 8'5". I guess Ochenta y Cinco is too hard to say.
Yeah.
Chad Ochento is.
Ochenta y Cinco.
Oh, there's Tim. He's actually talking. There you go.
Well, I've been in my little hole the whole time. Just.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I want to see him come to the Bulls. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Him,
That'd be great.
Just think
Carmelo
about
and
it.
D Rose. Oh
Carmelo,
my God, that would
D.
be
Rose,
fantastic.
Think they could take over. They did want to take over Miami. They could be able to beat them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My God, I mean, Derrick Rose himself is just elevating the Bulls this year. He's pretty much carried the
I
team.
think he's an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Along with, I think LeBron's an MVP candidate now. The
When
way
is he
he's-
not an MVP
He has been, but
candidate?
he's been scoring on an unreal pace just the last month. He's starting to heat up. They're starting to heat up. By the way, really quick, we don't have too much time. There is an NBA game tomorrow that matters. Heat Celtics. Does anyone want to pick the game?
I'm gonna take the Heat.
Heat. Why?
Why? Wait,
I
where's
don't-
it at?
Look. Go.
Actually, no, fuck it. I don't even care. I think they both play really great defense. You know what? Miami's going to pull this one out. I just see LeBron and Wade just taking over this game and showing the Celtics, hey, fuck you, we're taking first in the East.
That's the spirit.
Right now.
And when was the last time they played?
Miami,
Was that only
Boston.
once this season?
I don't know. Have they even played this season?
No, they did. They did once at the beginning of the year. The Celtics took that game.
It was the
Boston.
first game of the year.
Miami
They
at
lost.
Boston.
Oh.
So it's back in Boston.
I think they're going to look for a little revenge now.
Yeah, I'm thinking Miami's in this one. It's a statement game for them.
Celtics have lost 2 in a row. The Heat are yet to beat the Celtics. I'll take Miami, but I'll take Boston in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, I would too, definitely.
But Miami tonight on a pathetic game in February.
Yeah.
I'll take
That
Miami.
no one will care looking back on.
All right, once again we are done.
What an NBA segment we turned out to be.
Yeah, it was a good first time, right, guys?
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Me and Corey got this.
Yeah, right.
We could kick you out. We might kick you off the island.
Oh, come on, guys.
No, we won't.
I love you too.
I like Tim better than Corey anyway.
Well, we got the chemistry, man. But that was another episode of the Jim Miller for President Sports program. We should be back next week once again.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Whether we feel like it or not. But, well, until next time, it's the Jim Miller for President Sports program.
Let's go play violent video games.
Yeah!
All right.